The Adams team at MSC is very excited about the 2012 release of Adams. We've been doing a lot of big projects, new interface, ViewFlex, extending our car capabilities, doing all these great projects that really hit on so many different aspects of the code, ease of use and productivity. The new interface for Adams View really adds two key functions. It adds a model browser and a ribbon-based functionality. So previously we had something called the main toolbox, and we also had a lot of menus, also for model construction items. So what we've done is we've consolidated those two things, brought them together so that we've got one ribbon that has all of the menu items that deal with model construction, model modification, the build menu, and a couple other menus that we had, which is fairly intuitive and, frankly, a lot of users simply expect nowadays. So the new model browser is a huge ease of use improvement for new engineers and for existing engineers. It's also very useful for folks who are trying to interpret models that they've inherited from colleagues, customers, suppliers. A couple of reasons it's good in that regard is that it allows the user to interrogate the model by clicking on something in the model browser, seeing it light up in the graphics window. So you can understand quickly the naming conventions of the parts that exist in the graphics window, that exist in the model. Having ViewFlex in this release is a huge breakthrough for us because it enables our users to create flexible bodies in their Adams model. We can now touch a part in Adams View and make it flexible. So essentially the FEA pre-processing and FEA processing, the meshing and the solving, are done in the background of Adams and are done without having to leave the Adams View environment. C++ solver for this release has now been made the default for Adams Car and Adams Car verticals. And that's very important because what it means is that solver has been tuned for vehicle modeling and it's been improved for performance. And the sheer fact that you have the C++ solver available and tuned very well for vehicle modeling means automotive customers can take advantage of some of the features that are unique to the C++ solver, such as multi-threading, shared multi-threading, multi-processor capabilities that you can take care of there. So in Adams 2012, we've added some new vehicle events for Adams Car that have not been there before for full vehicles. That's straight line maintain, a straight line braking on a split mu surface for skidding, and then you've also got in there a static vehicle characteristics setup event as well. So all three of those have not been there before in Adams Car, which means customers were either flat out not able to do those things, not able to simulate those events, or they were having to take arduous steps to build these events themselves. Now it's out of the box. Another thing that's been added to the vehicle products in the 2012 release is a 3D enveloping contact model for tires. And that tire model is important for getting accurate loads when you're going over bumpy roads, particularly short wavelength obstacles at slow speeds. We've extended the flexible body generation utility within Adams chassis. Previously, it's only been applicable to parts on the body and the frame of the vehicle. Now anything in the vehicle that can be modeled flexibly can use this utility, which is a productivity enhancer for the customers and for the users. It allows the users to auto-detect connection points to their flexible bodies. Why road visualization is important is because it allows the user to visualize what's actually happened, what they're actually simulating. And this can be very important, particularly if something happens in the simulation that you didn't anticipate happening, you can actually visualize and learn something about what's going on in the simulation. Maybe it's good for debugging a model or debugging your simulation. A lot of things that we've talked about with regard to the Adams 2012 release go to creating more accurate models. And Adams has long been the gold standard for accuracy in multi-body dynamics analysis. So in summary, we're really excited that we're able to have so many impactful projects come to bear in this release and so many impactful projects that we can build upon for future releases.